Madelaine Petsch claims she knew Cheryl Blossom was a lesbian right from the get-go. While the showrunner struggled with Cheryl's identity, Petsch claims she knew her character was gay the moment she was asked to kiss Archie, or KJ Appa in Season 1. As a matter of fact, Petsch actively advocated for Cheryl to come out on the show. We'll talk more about it in today's video. Starting with, Madelaine Petsch inspired fans to come out. The CW's supernatural crime and horror drama series Riverdale is coming to an end in 2023 with its 7th and penultimate season. It's been a long run for the live-action Archie gang as they dealt with gore, guts, and glory all throughout the past 6 seasons. We're not sure what the final season has in store for us yet, but if we take Madelaine Petsch's word for it, there's going to be a human sacrifice. Petsch plays the typical high school mean girl, Cheryl Blossom. She's the most popular girl at school and comes from a rich and broken background. Pretty cliche, right? Cheryl's character isn't like other mean girl representations on screen, the ones who start off season 1 as spoiled, entitled brats, and then have a character arc somewhere in between and defy the stereotypical role of the cool kid. Granted, Cheryl Blossom's character did go through that change, but her role was so much more than that. In season 2, Blossom was revealed to have an interest in girls, which subsequently causes her mother to send her to conversion therapy, and her ultimately escaping from the Sisters of Quiet Mercy with her eventual girlfriend, Toni Topaz. Cheryl Blossom has gone through a lot, but Madelaine believes her role in Riverdale has inspired people from the LGBTQ+ community to reach out to her and reveal that they found the strength in themselves through Blossom to come out too. Coming up, why LGBTQ+ representation matters. While acceptance of the LGBTQ+ community is growing worldwide, and that's definitely a step in the right direction, it's more critical now than ever to tell their stories on screen. Several anti-LGBTQ+ bills continue to be passed into legislation in the United States, and that's despite the fact that the US has finally allowed marriage legalization. Elsewhere, consensual relationships between people of the same can warrant jail time or even the death penalty. Businesses and media houses are therefore encouraged to tell their stories. This might be a gross generalization, but several experts believe that the single most important thing large corporations can do to combat discrimination is by increasing their visibility. That is, being more inclusive and diverse with their cast and characters and allowing them to have an unbiased stage to tell their story in a society that still sees them as criminals. That's why Petsch advocated for Blossom identity to be clearly established by the 3rd season. In the 1st season of Riverdale, Cheryl is shown to have an interest in Archie. In the 2nd season, she only has a crush on Josie McCoy, but by the 3rd season, she's moved out of her toxic household and in with her girlfriend, Toni. Moving on, Petsch convinced showrunners Cheryl was gay. Roberto Aguirre-Sacasa's Riverdale is a live-action retelling of the popular Archie comics in that it features the gang at Riverdale High School, but that's pretty much the only similarity between the live-action adaptation and the comics. Petsch's character, Cheryl Blossom, is straight in the comic books, being one of Archie's many love interests throughout the series. However, Petsch revealed that she wanted her character on Riverdale to be gay. She claimed that she revealed this to Roberto right after reading the script for the pilot episode. Petsch claims Roberto was shocked by the revelation, but was open to having a discussion about it. Publications speculated that Petsch's character was and asked her if she was excited about playing the character. The actress would later clarify that Riverdale's Cheryl Blossom was a lesbian and not. She claims to have worn down the showrunners by actively advocating for her character's identity. In an interview with Drew Barrymore, Petsch revealed that several fans had come up to her following season 3 and told her that her character had given them the strength to come out as well. The actress stated that it was the best part about playing Cheryl, being an inclusive character that inspired viewers on their journey. What's more, Cheryl Blossom's progression throughout Riverdale. Cheryl Blossom was originally introduced in Archie Comics in 1982. Her character in the comics, as well as the show, embodies the rich, entitled, attractive girl spirit that's all too common with publications and television. However, Cheryl is one of many girls Archie has a crush on in the comics, and in season 1 of Riverdale. While comic book Cheryl reciprocates Archie's feelings, on-screen Cheryl does not. She was shown to have developed a self-awakening crush on Josie McCoy in season 2 of the show. Cheryl's mother comes psychopath Penelope Blossom takes this as a point of concern and sends her to conversion therapy, thinly veiled as a retreat for religious women. Up until her escape, Cheryl kept up her entitled rich kid persona. She would be snobby, outstandish, and look down at the gang. By season 3, however, she was a part of the Southside Serpents and had moved out of her emotionally abusive and unstable home and into a home with her girlfriend, Tony Topaz. While Topaz and Blossom would eventually break up in season 5, the two had a pretty epic run that taught Petsch's character the meaning of family, something she had longed for after her father accidentally shot her twin brother in the head. Yep, that happened. Finishing this segment with, fans loved the subtle season 2 reference to Cheryl's. Fans couldn't help but squeal in excitement over the incredibly creative and adorable way that Riverdale announced Cheryl's identity on the show. Sure, everyone had a fair clue since her obsession with Josie, but nothing compared to the romantic tension that started blossoming between her and Tony Topaz while at the movies. Any guesses on which movie they were watching? Love, Simon, a March 2022 release that showcases a young guy coming to terms with the perfect ode to what Cheryl was going through when she ran into Tony at the movies. What made the scene even more special and set the stage for arguably one of the best relationships in the show, we're sorry, but Archie has some strong competition here, was that Cheryl had just come out of an extremely abusive situation with her mother wherein Penelope claimed she was emotionally anorexic. Now for Madelaine Petsch relives her wildest Riverdale scenes. Episode 18 of season 2 was truly a night to remember. It's the show's first and only thus far musical episode that shows Jughead secretly filming people around Riverdale High School while he and Betty go on an undercover mission to find out who's been terrorizing Cheryl. They know it's the Black Hood, but they're torn between it being either Josie or Ethel. Cheryl Blossom's been cast as Carrie in the school's production of Carrie. However, the Black Hood doesn't want her portraying the titular role. They made it clear when Cheryl was almost killed over a stage malfunction. Madelaine Petsch talked to Breakdown to reveal the wildest scene she's ever had to shoot on Riverdale. It was the scene where Cheryl, after being recast from the role of Carrie, decides to drench herself in fake blood anyway to confront her mother after finding out that she's been secretly working with Claudius to get rid of Nana Rose. Why was this scene wild? Because while the blood might have been fake, it was highly flammable and Petsch had to hold 2 pillar candles throughout the shot. Up next, fun, kooky, and a little crazy, Madelaine Petsch on her new character. Madelaine spoke about her upcoming role as Clementine, an Instagram influencer with a short leash on reality with Drew Barrymore. She claimed her character was fun, kooky, and a little crazy. The actress admitted that while her role in the 2022 rom-com About Fate seemed all too familiar as her role as Cheryl Blossom on Riverdale, it was greatly different. About Fate is based on the Soviet series The Irony of Fate and will be released to a larger audience in November 2022. Finally, what's next for Riverdale? The town of Riverdale seemed meek and usual enough until a teenager's murdered under unexplainable circumstances, thus offsetting a chain of events, adventures, and missteps that lead Archie, Jughead, Betty, and Veronica to uncover the evil secrets their seemingly innocent town holds. For context, that's a lot of blood. The first season was released in 2017 to generally favorable reviews. The show went on for a further 6 seasons until showrunners announced in 2022 that the 7th season of the series would be the penultimate one. It'll finally explain who's behind it all in the dark and mysterious town. Drew Barrymore asked Madelaine about season 7 that's set to be released sometime in 2023. While Petsch obviously couldn't get into many details about the upcoming season, she did give a few hints: sacrifice, organ harvesting, and a lot of blood. That's a wrap for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Let us know in the comments down below if you appreciated Cheryl Blossom's character progression in Riverdale. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more. We'll see you in the next one.